it's Ina the Mood Reader, and today we're going to do some cleaning. So first, I would just like to share with you my TBR for the Kindle Clear Out Readathon, which is happening today, the 28th of September up to the 4th of October. And this readathon is created by Brie from In Love in Words, and she also has some other co-hosts. I'll read just to make sure I'll address everyone. So Brie co-hosts this readathon with Avery, Steph, Brie, and Zay. I will be linking all of their social media handles in the description box so that you can check out the other details on this readathon. But the basic gist of it is that you have to read books that you already have on your e-reader, not necessarily a Kindle, for the week, just so we can reduce our TBR mountains. And they have this bingo card wherein there are prompts and action items that you have to do, and that includes also making an announcement on your TBR. So let's do that. I have my notebook here and I wrote all of the details. First prompt is to read an e-arc, and technically I'm going to read 1, 2, 3, 4 books for 6 prompts, and 2 of those books are e-arcs, and then I have to read a book by a BIPOC author. For that, I'm choosing Sweet on You by Carla de Guzman. Next is a book with disability rep. I'll read for that Get a Life, Chloe Brown by Talia Hibbert, and it also fits the BIPOC prompt, and I'm also going to use that book for the oldest book you have on your e-reader, because I got an arc of this book, I'm not sure if it's early 2019 from Edelweiss, and I haven't even picked that book up. So okay, so I'll be reading that. For the shortest book prompt, I was feeling so lazy to try and see what the shortest book actually is. I just picked a random book that I think is short, and this one is Chasing Waves by Bianca Mori from Romance Class Books, and this one is 105 pages long, so I think that is fairly short. And then the last one is the newest book on your e-reader, and I have received an arc of A Golden Fury by Samantha Coho from Wednesday Books. I'll be reading this as a part of a book tour, and my post will be on the 2nd or 3rd week of October, so this is the perfect moment to read this book. I'm actually planning on reading it first. So yeah, those are the books I'll be reading for the Kindle Clear Out Readathon, and so basically this week. And I'll be updating you guys, I guess, on my Instagram. It's Ina the Mood Reader as well, and I'll be filming a wrap-up at the end of the week to let you know if I actually get to read these 4 books for these coming 7 days. Yeah. And now we are going to proceed to the second part of this video, which is my small participation in Shalea's project, which is Goodreads 2020. And basically, if you are a book lover, you have been probably using Goodreads, which is a social media platform where book reviewers and authors come together to talk about books and to track their reading. I know there are many other apps that came out in the recent years that have a better user interface in comparison to Goodreads, but I have been using Goodreads to track the books I have read since 2012, and I would never dare try to import all the books on my Goodreads shelf to another app manually, because yeah. As of this moment, I think I have 789 books read on the the app, and these like I think 500-ish of these books have reviews, so let's not try that. But anyway, the Goodreads 2020 project is about cleaning up your Goodreads shelf, coming back to your old star ratings, and trying to weigh in on whether the book still deserves the star rating you gave it years ago. You can also catch up on your reviews and clean up your TBR. I plan on catching up on some reviews. Maybe I think I'll be actually in September I've dealt with, I think by now, 5 late reviews, and I'm planning on doing 5 more until September ends, so I still have 3 days to go. And then in this video, I would like you to join me as I attempt to clean up my Goodreads TBR. But just to set your expectations, my Goodreads Want to Read shelf is at 6,677 titles. We won't be able to go through that on this video, but I'm planning on maybe giving it at least 20 minutes to 30 minutes. And let's see how many books I can get rid of from my Want to Read. So again, I had this account since 2012, so 8 years ago I was 19, and I had questionable life choices at that time. I was just like adding all the books that I can on my Want to Read cart, all the books that I have been interested in, just so I could have something to get back to whenever I'm shopping for books. I don't know why I did it, but yeah. Okay, so hello and welcome to my Goodreads bookshelf. As you can see, we have here 6,677 books that I want to read. You will be sorting the books randomly. To save up on time, I will just be judging whether a book stays or go based on the cover, what genre I think it is, if it still fits what I'm interested in at the moment. But I won't be jumping in on the blurbs, so we'll be cover judges here, as well as maybe what comes to mind is I plan on skipping books that are at the latter part of a series. I plan on removing them right away, because let's go first to the first book, and maybe I can decide by then if I would want to continue reading a book. So first we have here like this one. It's I Think I Love You by Lauren Lane, and it's the 5th book of a series. So I'm gonna say bye to this book. Bye. Okay. So I think what would be delaying us is my current internet connection. If you are from the Philippines, you probably know that we have this maintenance thingy this week, so the internet speed is a little slower than usual. Okay, so next we have Bridesmaids by Jane Costello, and I think this is a women's fiction chick lit read. I added it in 2014, so I'm planning to remove this one. I haven't been leaning towards chick lit recently. My go-to, of course, is YA. YA thrillers, and of course contemporary romances and historical romances. So yeah, this one from Twinkle with Love, I would want to keep it on our TBR. I just ordered a copy of that. And then the next is Walked Under by Helena Hunting. It's part 4.5 in a series, so I'll be removing that as well. Oops, I am in my all of them. Let's transfer to the Want to Read shelf first. Okay. Want to Read shelf. Okay, so this one, it's An Affair of Poisons by Addie Thorley, and this was added on the shelf in 2018. I think this one is a thriller, so I am thinking of letting it stay. Chasing Red by Isabel Ronin, I'm letting it stay as well. Burn for Burn by Jenny Han, I want to read that. Underground. Oh no. I don't know how to read it. But, that stays. Lullaby stays. Linger stays. When we caught fire stays. The Hell Candidate, I think I'm removing this one. Okay, next we have Wicked Burn Free Falling Book 1 by McKenna Jeffries. I'm keeping that one. This one, Revenge ni Miss Peaky. It's a Wattpad Filipino book. Most of these are poorly edited, so I'm gonna be removing that one. I have nothing against Wattpad. I still read on Wattpad, but I'm not planning on buying these books anytime soon. So next is Michelle Hurd, The Ocean Between Us. I'm keeping that. It's the first of the series, but this one is fourth of a series, the Winter Solstice by Eileen Hilderbrand. So I'm gonna say bye to that one as well. So next we have Here's to Yesterday by Tegan Hunter. It's the second part of a series, so I'll be removing it too. Oh no, it doesn't. But The Vanishing Stair, the book below it, I want to keep that on my shelves. Next, we have Sanctuary by Karen Lix. Again, first of a series, so I'm trying to keep that here. Lady Be Good is the second part of a series, but it's a historical romance by Susan Elizabeth Phillips, so I'm planning to keep that. These are all first of the series. So I'll be removing Stranger Than Fanfiction by Chris Colfer. I have been seeing it around bookstores, but I'm not really interested in the book, so I'll be removing that one. We have Before I Let You Go by Kelly Rimmer. I'm planning on keeping that. We have If You Could See Me Now by Cecilia Ahern. Somebody gifted it to me last year, so I'm keeping that as well. This one, Winning Appeal by N.M. Silver, we're going to remove this one. So this next one is I'll be removing this one about Jane Goodall. It's, I think, a children's book wherein they make animated biographies of famous people, so I'm gonna remove that. Fact, Fiction, and Folklore in Harry Potter's World, an unofficial guide. Anything about Harry Potter? I'm not interested in reading right now, so bye. Light It Up by Kekla Magoon. I'm planning to read that soon. Here we have Uninvited, Miss Me Not, Well Met. I want to read those books. This one, Falling Away. I'm interested in reading Penelope Douglas books, but this is the third part of the series, so for now I don't think it has to be on my shelf. So bye. Because You're Mine by Claire Contreras. I am keeping that one. Illusions Broken Here. Ooh, I've been meaning to pick up a copy of Instant Karma, so I want to read that. The Flat Share as well. This one, The Half Mile of Baby Blue by Cassie and Shelley. I'll be removing it for now because again, it's a sequel. The Iron King by Julie Kagawa. This reminds me of Shalea. It's one of her favorite reads, so I know it's in the earlier, like, boosted YA era, so I want to read that. We have here TikTok. It looks like a thriller mystery, so I'm keeping that for now. Those Who Pray, it has a very beautiful cover. I want to read that. We have Dirty Red by Taryn Fisher. Taryn is a close friend of Colleen Hoover's. I have read just one of her books, The Wives, so I'm planning to read other books from her, so I'm keeping it. Same with Laurie Foster, same with Rebecca Donovan, same with Mia Sheridan. Okay. So I think I'll be removing this one. Dia Reeves, Slice of Cherry. So let's remove that. Okay. So the next we have The Lost Sisters as a part of the Folk of the Air series. I'll be keeping that. Stupid is Forever. I'll be keeping that as well. So this one, A Girl in Black and White by Daniel Laurie. I'll be removing that. Not If I Save You First by Ali Carter. I have that saved on my scribd shelf, so I want to keep that one. Let's try scrolling down. So I want to read this. I think I'll be removing this one, Club Shadowlands. For some reason, I just want to. So yeah. Next, we have Legacy of the Mind, Killing Sarai, The Girl in 6E. Samantha Young is a well-recommended author by Bea from Confessions of a Filipino Bookaholic, so I'll be keeping that. I think I'll remove this one, The Marriage Mistake by Jennifer Probst. I'm not sure if I read that correctly, but yeah. Along Came a Spider by James Patterson. I'm quitting James Patterson because of all of those things related to ghostwriters and stuff. So yeah. So we have here the Matchmakers Playbook, Imposter, The Date, Paper or Plastic. So I'll be deleting this one, A Bad Deal for the Whole Galaxy. Bye. Okay, next here I'll be removing Waiting for Spring Volume 4. I think I should read, of course, the first volume before jumping in on it. It's also, I think, a manga, so I haven't been reading that for a very long time. Here, I'm planning to remove The Reluctant Dom by Timber Dalton. I think this book looks like an erotica read, so not really planning on that genre anytime soon, so bye. I want to remove King of Fools, The Shadow Game. Bye. I'm sorry if I haven't been looking at the camera. I really am just reading, focusing on my screen. So yeah. Here, Bound by Love by Cora Rayleigh. It's Born in the Blood Mafia Chronicles. Number 6. It's so long down the series. So yeah. All the Missing Girls is by Megan Miranda, so I want that to stay there. Same with Into the Water. Once Upon a Christmas Eve is the book number 10 of a historical romance series. But historical romance series are usually standalone, so I'm keeping that. I'll be deleting this one, More Than Preview by Shayla Black instead. So next we have an LJ Shen read, so I'm keeping that here. This one, by R.L. Matthewson, True's Neighbor from Hell, number 4. I'm not sure if I have read a work by this author, but her name sounds familiar. Angel Fall by Susan E. I bought that recently, so that stays. Beautiful Redemption by Cami Garcia. This is an old series. I haven't read the first book yet, so I'm planning. I don't think I have plans on reading it anytime soon. So, bye to this book for now. Flame in the Mist. I've been meaning to get a copy of that. So, I'll just be removing this by Rowan Parrish, Raise. Bye for now. Bone Gap by Laura Ruby. That stays. Killer Pizza. It sounds like a weird book. I'm removing that too. So, Gravel Queen, Pearl Moon. Here, there's another Harry Potter something. Let's remove that from our shelf. Untamed House of Night. It's another series that I haven't picked up ever. It's a very old series, but not planning to read a vampire book anytime soon, so bye to that. I'll be also removing this one, The Hunger Games Official Illustrated Movie Companion. I don't think I'll be reading that anytime soon. So next, we have Kingdom of Ash, Book 7 of the Throne of Glass series. I know many people love Sarah J. Maas, but I haven't really read the first book of the work, so bye to that for now. These books look interesting. Maybe this one by Devney Perry, Tragic, Lark Cove, number 3. Next, we have this one. Maybe this one, TMI by Patty Blount. Next, we have this one by Rachel Van Dyken, Envy, Eagle Elite, number 9.5. So yeah, though I have read some RVD books, I'm skipping on that one. This one, The Girl and Her Ren, The Ribbon Duet by Pepper Winters. We'll be removing that as well. Next, we have maybe this one, Raven Song. Let's remove that. As you can see, I have lots of contemporary romances here on my shelves. So let's clean that up, I guess. So we have here Shadow Me is a part of the Shatter Me series. I love the series. I haven't just continued yet the book, so I'll just be maybe rereading the series before I jump in on the new work installments. So yeah. So I'll be removing this one, The Bet by Kimberly Joy Villanueva. It's another Wattpad book from the Philippines that I have no plans on picking up anytime soon. Same with Must Date the Playboy Bye. I'll also be removing this one by Virtual Fall, part of the Shakespeare Sisters series. It's the 4th book, so I won't be reading that anytime soon. Also, this one, part of the Something in the Way series by Jessica Hawkins, Move the Stars. I'll also be removing that one. For this one, I think I'll be removing Chances Are by Richard Rosso. I don't know, just from these titles, I think it's the one that I don't like the most, really. I don't know. So yeah, I'll be removing also this one from Rachel Mead, Bloodline series number 4, The Fiery Heart. Also this one, the Camorra Chronicles by Cora Rayleigh. I'm removing that too. So right now we're at 6,632 books. So we have, I guess, removed a lot so far, but it's still not that much. So I'm planning to remove this one, Misery by Stephen King. I know many people love Stephen King, but I don't know, I'm just not interested in reading any of his works. I mean, horror is really not the genre that I want to read, so I guess that's enough reason to remove that from my shelves. Also this one, The Hoarder. I don't know, I just felt like deleting that one. Next we have I'm planning on keeping When the Earl Met His Match, even though it's number 4 of a series. I know I have this little bias towards historical romances, so yeah, I'm going to remove this one, Wish You Were Italian. What? It's a weird title for a book, so I'm saying bye to that. Next we are removing this one, The Intern, Orphan X number 3.5. Next, we will be removing this one, Key Lime Pie Murder. I think this is one of those cozy mystery books. I've been planning to read that kind of genre, but maybe I'll just look for one series that has pretty good reviews from people and start from there. Next, we have this one. I'll be removing Deadlock number 12 from the Suki Stackhouse series. Like, if I'm not mistaken, it's the book where True Blood was based on. It's just because there are so many books in the series, and yeah, I just want to remove that one. Next, in here I have The Sweet Life in Paradise Bay number 3 series. I want to read that book. I have read the first 2 books of the series, so I'll just be going with Sugar Lake number 3, Melissa Foster's Love Like Ours. So I'm removing that one. This one is the second part of a book, but it's a Rin Chapeka book, so it stays on the shelf. I'll be removing this one. Then Came You, Laws of Attraction number 3 by Kate Meader. Next, I'll be removing this one by LJ Shen, Bane, in the Sinners of Saints series. I haven't read any of their works, but they're one of those very famous, I guess, contemporary romance, new adult authors. So yeah. I'll be removing this one, Lyra of Lunos, Power of 5. I think it's a fantasy book. And my fantasy TBR has its limitations. So yeah. I'm doing the same thing with this one, The Winter of the Witch series by Catherine Arden. Because I don't normally read fantasy books, so maybe I'll just be going, of course, with those picks that would be written by POC authors, I guess. So yeah, I think for now I'm good with this from our 6,677 books. When we started this video, we are down to 6,619 reads, which I think is good enough for this video. We actually took 25 minutes to remove 60, I guess, 60 books or 50. I'll just post the number somewhere in the screen. But yeah, this is a fun idea. I'm not sure if it's really a good book idea. If you think I made some mistakes on the books that I have removed, please do comment down below. Defend that book that I have just removed from my shelves. I'm thinking of doing this maybe monthly, at least once a month, just so I can control how my TBR is exploding. And I want to share this moment, this process with you guys as well. Please let me know what's the current state of your TBR in Goodreads. Is it as messy as this one? And what are your tips on how I should handle this monstrosity of a TBR? So yeah, I would like to thank everyone for watching, especially if you stayed here until the end of the video. And I will see you guys on my socials. Thank you so much for supporting this channel and watching my videos. I hope to see you soon on the next one. Bye!